everyone, welcome to Take 16. To be honest, I've done a couple of takes before this. To be honest, I'm not really feeling it. I feel like I'm still processing something. So for if anybody out there that actually follows the energies that's been going on since the end of November, December, you guys will know things has been shaking up ever since then. There's a lot of energetic shifts that's preparing us for the ascension, and all kinds of shit will happen before the ascension because it's making us face our shadows and stuff. And to be honest, I feel like I've been hiding or cocooning up for a very, very, very long time. And I've been really focused on healing all this while, but before that, it's more of the feminine side of me. So just allowing my emotions to come up, just cocooning up, just being by myself. I would say it's, I don't know if it makes sense. It's more of like a static stretching and like a dynamic stretching. So I would consider like the previous part of my healing chapter is more of the static kind, where I just like be with myself, be in stillness, allow the emotions to come up, and I'm kind of like a master at that already. I would say like just allowing the emotions to come up. And I can feel like this year, the theme for my this year is gonna be like, for lack of a better word, dynamic stretching, dynamic healing. So it's kind of like doing work, doing actual work, getting triggered along the way, and then looking at my triggers, healing my triggers instead of like in the past where I dig deep into my lineage line, to my past life, whatever it is, and then just sit with past memories and then heal and process my emotions like that. So I know that it's gonna be I'm gonna be doing a lot more this year, and I just want to talk about one part of it. So just I feel like, was it today? Was it the past 2 days that my guides have been talking to me, has been like trying to get me understand that one of the things that I need to do this year is to show up. Um, I wouldn't necessarily say only in social media, which is the reason why I'm doing this, but also showing up in different all areas or aspects of my life, because I am ultimately a shapeshifter. There are a lot of parts of me, but the part of me that I show up most of the time is I would say like the therapy self, or like the part of me that usually holds space very well for other people, allowing other people to just be, to talk, and things like that, but not necessarily, sharing my own opinion, sharing my own thoughts, which are usually different from most people. And I always hide in my shell because I know that I'm either gonna get judged, or I'm either gonna get projected on. And I know that now, after looking at my human design, I have a very strong line 5. It didn't say strong. I am the person who says it's strong because I feel it a lot, a lot, a lot. So yeah, I've been working on showing up, especially on social media, I would say, just so that I want to get comfortable in front of the camera, which is what I'm doing right now. And also, it's working, it's definitely working. And it's also definitely working in the sense of like, there are a lot of projection, there are a lot of I don't know if there's judgment, but there is a lot of projection and misunderstanding of the message I'm trying to get across. And a part of me did wonder, like, did I not convey the message correctly? But I really don't think so, because there are people who actually texted me and say like they actually know what I'm doing, and they applaud my courage because it's not mainstream, it's not widely understood, it's not widely acceptable. I get it, and which is why I have mentally prepared myself to have projections happen on me, and then preparing myself to work through projections. I mean, work through all my triggers, because I do get triggered from that. And yesterday, did I share this? I cannot remember. But yesterday, there was someone who shared something online to me, someone I know that not so close to, and I got triggered. Yeah, I got triggered by it because it was like a huge misunderstanding of what I'm trying to do. And that night, I actually coincidentally bumped into her in person. And she actually looked at me with pitiful eyes and held her hand onto my arm and want to have a pity party with me. And I got extremely triggered from that. But I don't blame her because I know her mental state. I know where she's coming from, even though it is out of good intention. It's not healthy. And the next moment I look up and I say, why are you doing this to me? Because it's obviously not just a coincidence, right? It is a message trying to send me like, hey, you really need to work through your triggers. You need to do it faster because we really need you to show up. So it was triggering, but it was amusing to me at the same time. And of course, like on top of that, I have people who try to school me, trying to like coach me, unsolicited advice, and just tons of it, which I am triggered. I'm not too happy about it, but I'm also really amused with them because it's just funny how the universe works sometimes. And then today, out of nowhere, I went to the hospital to visit my grandmother. Shared the story a couple of times. I'm just gonna share it again today. This time in this video is that I have to get registered before I can go up to the ward to visit my grandmother. And the auntie at the reception asked, what is the name of the patient that you are visiting? And I said, and I laughed, I don't know. She's my grandma. I call her my grandma, and I just laughed. And then she said that you shouldn't laugh so loudly. And I was like, what? I was a bit taken aback. I was with my mom, and we both just thought that, is it because we are in a hospital? We are not supposed to be that noisy. We gotta be more quiet. And in the end, she said that because you are a girl, you need to be more polite. You need to be more gentle. And in Chinese, is you need to be more 斯文. And I was like, what era is this? And I mean, like, I thought to myself and I verbalized it to her and I said that, how about men? How about boys? Can they laugh this loudly then? And she just stopped for a while and then she replied, yeah, they can. In Chinese, she said, because men are more 粗鲁, they are meant to be more rough, which is why they are allowed to do that. And as she was like, when she was like done with the registration, she handed me back my IC and then she said that you have to be more gentle. Women cannot laugh like that. If you continue to do so, no man will ever want you. And I was like, to be honest, I was a bit, I wasn't even, of course, I wasn't too pleased about it. But at the same time, there was like so many thoughts and so much emotions, mixed emotions going on within me. Like, I was like, am I supposed to pity her? Am I supposed to get angry? You mean these people still exist in this era? And they just verbalize it to a stranger that they just met? Like, there was so much going on within me that I don't really know how to process this. But ultimately, I was like, dude meaning universe, are you gonna send all of these people all at once to me, asking me to face my shadow, asking me to heal my triggers, and then asking me to process all this within such a short period of time? It was just, I just seriously amused. Still amused. But I'm not admitting defeat because I feel like I've admitted defeat a lot of the times in the past, which is why like I started showing up. All of this projections of this mirroring of my own insecurity kept coming back to me. That's where I stopped. Like, no, I think this time around I'm just gonna keep showing up. Like, I feel more ready, especially having healed and then having like master, learning how to regulate myself, and then learning how to having the capacity for more emotional tolerance. And also seeing things in terms of like a bigger picture, like not just being angry with or frustrated with the person that's placed in front of me, but understanding everything that's happening to me for me to basically send by the universe for me to do something about it. Yeah, that's what I want to share. Still not feeling 100%. Thank you for anybody who watches this, and hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. Thank you guys. I love you.